Hi there guys and welcome to another Train Sim 2018 video. Today you're joining me on the West Coast Main Line South again. One of those routes that I really do enjoy driving. But this time we have something a little bit different. Now this is a new livery by James Ivell of Train Sim Designs fame. And it is is it Northwestern Railway, I think they call it. So we're going to have a look at that. He's done a good job with it. I quite like the sides of it, not really the fun. We'll talk about it more as we get on anyway. Right, set up your cab, we'll wait for the signal. This is a limited stopping service to London-Euston. You'll be calling at Milton Keynes Central, Bletchley, Tring, Watford Junction and Wembley Central. So, as you can see, it's London North Western Railway. Now, this is work in progress. This isn't released yet, just due to this texture being a bit of a pain. But you can see here, everything else looks pretty splendid. The livery itself, as I said, isn't my cup of tea, and it basically is due to the lack of yellow ends. Lots of people moan about that and say, oh, you shouldn't worry about that, da 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 da. I do. I don't particularly like it. Right. I don't drive the 350 very often, but let's try and see where we're going. Going to Euston. Oh, there's another one passing me, look. London Euston, and we've got the signal. Just check my headlights are correct. No, see. There we go. Now my destination display is correct as well. So we stop at Milton Keynes Central, platform 2. Let's just get into the platform and we'll have another little look at the livery. We'll also talk a bit about the franchise as well. Got a little bit over on the stopping point there, but hey. Get those doors open. Sorry, I'm just typing some bits and pieces while I'm starting this video, which wasn't probably the best idea. So, it is West Midlands Trains, is the livery, is the franchise itself. This is the London North Western Railway livery, and it also has the West Midlands Railway livery. It's a train operating company in the United Kingdom that operates passenger trains on the West Midlands franchise between London and stations in the English Midlands. It's owned by a consortium of 3 companies: Abellio, JR East, and Mitsui. Don't know them. Booked departure time is 21:11. Don't worry about that because I've changed the time on the scenario. That means we can go. No, it doesn't. We've got a red. So we'll wait until that red disappears. This had to change in Railworks tools. You guys know I'm no scenario editor by any way, change or shape or form, and me changing the times didn't really work out too well, but it works enough. It works enough. So West Midlands Trains took over the franchise on the 10th of December 2017 and operates trains under 2 distinct brand names: London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. It's planned that each brand will have their own unique livery applied. This is the livery that we have now. This is the London North Western livery, which I have said about 10 times already. I didn't know much about it, so I'm learning while you're learning. While I'm reading this, I'm learning about this as well. I haven't paid that much attention to it. There was a lot of hype about the liveries the orange and grey black of the West Midlands Railways, West Midlands trains, and the London North Western is the green. So I'm going to learn with you on this one. So in April 2016, Department of Transport announced a shortlist of bidders for West Midlands franchise, comprising the incumbent operator of Govia MTR Corporation and West Midlands Trains, a consortium of Abellio 70%, JR East 15%, and Mitsui 15%. In July 2016, MTR Corporation withdrew from the bidding process. The invitation to tender was issued in August 2016. In August 2017, the West Midlands Trains Consortium was awarded the franchise. It took over from London Midland, as we said, on the 10th of December 2017. Franchise is scheduled to run until March 2026. Management-wise, unlike the previous London Midland franchise, which was solely accountable to the Department of Transport, West Midlands Trains will also be accountable for services that operate wholly within the West Midlands region to the London Midlands Rail, a group of 16 local authorities. So is that the old passenger transport executives? I'm not too sure. However, the Department of Transport will still need to approve any changes West Midlands Rail wish to make until the franchise is re-let, by which time West Midlands Rail will award the future franchise for the service wholly with the West Midlands region. So this is the London Midland franchise, basically, that it took over, wasn't it, the Govia London Midland stuff. Branding wise, West Midlands train services are split in two businesses which operate under two distinct sub-brands. Longer distance services running on the West Coast Main Line, including those running to and from London Euston, Liverpool, Lime Street and Crewe, operate under the London North Western brand. This name was chosen in tribute to the former London North Western Railway, the LNWR, the company that operated the services on the route until 1923. Branding of trains associated publicly use a green colour scheme with a logo comprised of letters N and W. Oh, so that's what that is on the side, it's an N and W. And we're stopping at Bletchley. I still real do struggle to drive these. As you guys are seeing here. I find a lot of the Zeros lacking in the braking department. I've just done a video with 380 and find that the same. Sort of panic stations every time I approach a stopping this. Is that an 08 sitting over there? Cool. Let's go and have a look at that. I've been wondering what's going wrong on my keyboard, and I've just realised my shift key is locked down. Oh, we don't need to go look at it, it's coming to us. Wicked! This is actually a scenario that came with the route that I've edited. So I don't really know what the AI is going to be like, or whether it's that realistic. But anyway, it's nice to see an 08, isn't it? So it's N and W that's meant to be. Seems to be pulling out of it very slowly. I know what that problem was. That's now sorted. Lifting up my shift key, I seem to have inadvertently applied the handbrake. Services run in Birmingham and the West Midlands region, previously operated under the London Midland City brand, are operated by WMT under the West Midlands Railway brand. These services bear an orange and grey colour scheme and are branded with a hexagonal WM monogram. The WMT have chosen to operate the services as a distinct business unit in order to facilitate possible future devolution of these services from national DFT to the West Midlands Combined Authority. Right, so that's what it is. It's not the Passenger Transport Executives, it's a West Midlands Combined Authority. Which I think, did that similar sort of exist? Was it not Network West Midlands? I'm not sure. One of you guys will know. My knowledge of railways in the Midlands area is pretty limited, especially the south end of the West Coast Main Line. It's not really my area, so it's pretty tricky to act like I know what I'm talking about, really, so I'm not going to. Services. West Midlands Trains operate all services previously run by London Midland. Trains operate under one of the company's two brands, depending on the route. So the London North Western Railways, medium and long distance services along the West Coast Main Line rail corridor. They're the London North Western Railway brand. These services include suburban and regional services out of London Euston, service between Birmingham and Liverpool, services on the rural Abbey Line and Marston Vale, that branch off the West Coast Main Line. As of December 2017, the typical off-peak weekday London North Western Railway services with frequencies and trains per hour include London Euston to Tring, London Euston to Milton Keynes, London Euston to Birmingham New Street, London Euston to Crewe, London New Street to Liverpool Lime Street, Watford Junction to St Albans, Abbey, Bletchley to Bedford. And we don't want to be going any faster than 100, even though I think we are 110 capable in this, aren't we? Yes, we are. There's no speed set on this to 0, is there? Nope. Not that I can see. West Midlands Railway. In the West Midlands region, WMT train services operate under the West Midlands Trains Railway brand. These services include suburban services centred around Birmingham, some regional services between Birmingham and Shrewsbury and Hereford, the Coventry Nuneaton branch, services on the short Stourbridge Town branch line are run by an independent operator, Pre-Metro Operations, who operate services on behalf of WMT under the West Midlands Railway brand. As of December 2017, the typical weekday West Midlands Railway services with frequencies of train per hour include Birmingham New Street to Shrewsbury, Hereford, Birmingham New Street to Hereford, Lichfield Trent Valley to Longbridge and Redditch, Lichfield City to Longbridge and Redditch, Four Oaks to Longbridge and Redditch, Walsall Wolverhampton via Aston, Bridge of Trent Valley to New Street, Walsall to Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International to Birmingham New Street, Stratford-on-Avon to Stourbridge Junction via Dorridge, Dorridge via to Kidderminster, Dorridge Worcester Scrub Hill to Worcester Foregate Street, Stratford-on-Avon to Stourbridge Junction via Whitlocks, Whitlocks End to Kidderminster, Whitlocks End to Worcester Scrub Hill or Worcester Foregate Street, Stourbridge Junction, Stourbridge Town, Coventry and Nuneaton. There we go. Lots of places I don't know much about or have never been to. Future challenges include a new shuttle service between Coventry and Leamington Spa, calling it the new Kenilworth station. Is it Kenilworth? Extension of the Cross City Line services to Bromsgrove once the Lickey line is electrified from Barnt Green. Introduction of peak hour London Euston to Walsall services. Extension of the London Euston to Crewe to Liverpool Lime Street and Preston. Introduction of a half-hourly service between Northampton, Crewe, Tamworth and Stafford. That's what I meant to say, not Stratford. Introduction of a half-hourly service in Birmingham. Did you hear that slip up there? Birmingham New Street. Definitely don't call it that. Birmingham New Street to Shrewsbury. An extension of the Birmingham-Wolverhampton service to Crewe via Stoke-on-Trent. This will replace the London Euston to Crewe service, Stoke-on-Trent, that will operate directly from Stafford to Crewe via the West Coast Main Line. The change of this service has angered councillors in Staffordshire as to the loss of a direct service, although Virgin Trains West Coast will continue to operate a London-bound service through Stoke-on-Trent. The change of service necessitated, again, going above the speed I should be, even though I'm climbing. It's quite irritating. Let's see if that just knocks it off enough. Yep. Which necessitates by West Midlands trains increasing the number of carriages up to 12 in peak hours, which makes stopping at Alsager, Stone, Kidsgrove impossible due to their platform lengths, being unable to take 12-car trains. West Midlands Rail have since stated that these stations will retain a direct service to London, taking a slower route via Birmingham and Northampton. Okay. As the 10th of December 2017, the Stafford-Stoke-Trent rail replacement bus was cut back to run only between Stoke-on-Trent and Norton Bridge via Wedgwood, Barlaston and Stone. There we go. Places I've never heard of. Alsager I've heard of. That's where Intercity 82 lives. WMT inherited the fleet of Class 139, 150, 153, 170, 172, 319, 323 and 350 units from London Midland, but as new units come on stream, some will be returned to the leasing companies that own them. They also have the 139, which is an interesting little beast, isn't it? The Parry People Mover. I know there's a lot of hate out there for that, but I quite like it. West Midlands Trains has ordered 26 new CAF I can never do this one. Civity is all I can think of it as. These are multiple units. And 81 electric mobile units based on Bombardier Transportation's new Adventure platform, which is not really the best news in the world, really. Not a massive fan. Give it a total of 107 brand new trains for the operator. All of the new trains are to be delivered to West Midlands Trains between 2020 and 2021. In addition to the new stock order, 8 2-car 172 units will transfer to West Midlands Trains from London Overground, while the 10 Class 350-4 units currently operated by Transpennine Express are also set to join the fleet. West Midlands Trains will also become the first operator of Class 230, a new class of diesel electric multiple unit that are upcycled London D70A stock. WMT have placed an order for 3 2-car units which will be operating the Marston Vale line. Alan, keep to speed, please. In October 2017, details were announced of the first group of planned new rolling stock for West Midlands Trains. Further details became available shortly afterwards. Okay. So there's your history of Western North London, whatever they're called. Can you see? I don't really care. West Midlands Trains. Where am I diverging off here? It's a 40 limit. Okay. Oh, it's for Tring. Just a gradual slowdown. One thing I do like about this is it's based on the Thomson interactive Class 350, which has all those features, and you can go into the passenger compartment, all of that. We'll do that as we get going. Out of Tring. So what have we got? Tring, Watford Junction, Wembley Central, London Euston. I'm running a little bit late already, and this crap driving will not help. sort of using this just to get more of a feel for the stopping services on the West Coast Main Line South route. It's not a route that I know particularly well, as you guys know, so the more I get to drive it, the better, really. This is a fair length platform, this. I was expecting it to be a little bit shorter. Is that the 8-car board there? What are you guys doing down there? Standing there. Right, I will go quiet for a couple of seconds. I'll just have to nip and shut the shed door before we depart from this platform, so I'm clear for the rest of the journey down, because my feet are getting cold. So I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. And that's us got the road to depart now anyway. So let's get going. What am I missing here? My doors still haven't closed. That's an odd one. Oh, here we go. Now they are. Guys, we're a bit close there. Let's wait till we're out in the main and then we can get the speed back up. Yeah, it's a nice route. I do enjoy it. And the pre-lat because it's huge, but it does give us one end of the East Coast, the East Coast main line, West Coast main line that we didn't have. I'm hoping it's still being updated. That'd be really nice to see. I do really hope that happens. I should really get onto the UKTS forums and ask. Another yellow divergent off. No, I've got green, 75. Sleep is running a little bit late today. It's not. It's actually, it would have been about the right time. No, it wouldn't. It still would have been early. It's like 9 o'clock when we left, it said, wouldn't it? So see, we can go all the way down the train. We've got, is it moving PIS in this as well? So it's quite nice. Close that door over. Is it that one? Yeah, that gives me there. Looking at the wrong side to do it. I do like some of these quite strange views you get with this. You get sort of a sitting view, a sort of slightly taller person view. I quite like that. Another double. Yeah. Sort of nervous in anticipation of what we're going to get next. Looks like another double yellow, so let's stick at about 70 then. Seems to be a decent enough cruising speed to keep us in the double yellows. So it's now green. Double yellow. So we'll stick at 70. Don't want to get complacent chasing yellows and then reading through signals and spadding. Although we haven't had a spad for a while, but as I said in one of my other videos, I've been trying to improve my driving standards slightly. I don't know how well it's going really, but it's getting there. And that looks suspiciously single. Suspiciously single. Not seen many Pendolinos coming up and down yet, have we? I was expecting there to be a little bit more AI-wise in this. I do have to practice with a 350 though. I should be better at driving it. I mean, I like driving on the Trent Valley when I get the odd bit of time to myself, so this should be driven quite a lot. Looks green. Has that been diverted off or something? Single yellow. Oh, there'll have been something stopping. There was something ahead of me that'll be stopping at Kings Langley, wouldn't there? Yeah, a freight. It's hopefully getting looped. That's a bit of interest, isn't it? Should really show more of the outside of this as we're showing off. This video is to show off the rear skin. This was actually supposed to come out last Friday. This will probably come out Wednesday. This will probably come out. It was supposed to come out last Friday, but the video I'd recorded, I had major sound issues, just like with my APT video. What it is for some reason my stream and recording settings got swapped over, and yeah, it didn't work out too well. I was very tempted to pull the APT video, and a massive apology for it, but I just didn't. And the reason I didn't pull it was basically because there was people that were enjoying it and people that really weren't. So I thought, actually, I'll leave it up. And mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. None of us are perfect. We're all human. And to show the mistakes that YouTubers make, I think it's quite enjoyable. While I like a well-rounded, pruned, edited video, I also quite like just seeing people do it as it is. Yeah, whatever that was looped. Brilliant. Two miles to Watford Junction. Voyager making its way up north there. And that's me getting slowed down for our stop at Watford. Is that a cab light? Nope, we have gauge lights, which I didn't have on. Oh, they glow relatively nicely, actually. Going to run in a little bit hot here because I want to try and make up some of the time that I'm losing. I do like this station on this route, but the only reason is because it's one of the only ones I know that I've been to, and that's only once. And that was, I was on my way to the States, but I had a outreach visit to do in Watford. And I got dropped off out here, in through there, and then got on a 378 over here, and then made my way to Heathrow. I didn't even get that much time for any sort of spotting, any sort of looking on the platforms or anything really. Yes, I still don't really like the green around the front. I think that is my issue with the livery really. I'm a massive advocate for yellow on the front end. It makes British trains stand out. I know there are other countries that have yellow as well, but for me it's typically British, and it's one of my rigid things. I like it yellow because it's what I've always known. So therefore, yeah, I know there's people out there that go, no, it's just change, get used to it, it's modern times, da 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 da. So yellow and black on the front of a train is just... It's one of the reasons I think yellow is my favourite colour. I think it's probably the reason yellow is my favourite colour. It always has been since I was a kid. I mean, yellow and black wasp stripes on a shunter is just, to me, pleasing. Really bloody pleasing to look at. I just think with the green, even that little bit of yellow, it's an odd green to use as well for the front. But anyway, James has done a top-notch job with the livery. As soon as he sorts that decal out, I'm sure it will be released. Got 2 minutes to make up, basically. Wembley Central. Let's try and run it a bit close to the mark. A lot coming on and off the power. Oh, I thought I got rid of all the 455s. Shows you how thorough my checking was. Not very. Somebody did ask when the other videos of this route. Why is there a 455 on the DC lines? Just how the scenario is. I don't make the scenarios. Unfortunately, it's something I'd like to learn, but just haven't. Other things I think have got priority over. I mean, there's so many good freeware and payware scenario creators out there. So many good ones. Another thing I really like about this route is you always seem to get places pretty quickly. Even though, like, you start snowing, like, what, 40 odd miles, 50 odd miles, you go, oh, is that going to be too long? But then when you get into it, it's not. I wasn't sure if this route had work in the neutral section. Doesn't look like it does. Or the train doesn't support it. But I think it does, because West Coast Main Line Trent Valley does. I've come in pretty hot here. Might be alright. Usually aim to hit station ramps at 20. The cat is on the shed roof. Oh, not bad at all. Pure fluke, but not bad. I'd love to say I skillfully planned that approach there. No, I didn't. Not at all. Right, next stop is Euston. I don't think my doors have shut yet. What they have? N? No. I don't know what the return key is for the... signal bell. I mean, this is now my favourite part of the West Coast Main Line South route anyway. Oh, 92. Didn't know that was in there. Ah, and it's dumped on me. I'm not going to restart the video for this. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the livery. You've got the gist of the route. You've got the gist of the livery. As soon as this becomes available, I'll let you guys know on the Facebook page. So will James himself. Keep a lookout on Train Sim Design's website. And I will catch you guys again next time. Oh, please feel free to like, share and subscribe.